After 22 years on the radio, we couldn't stay quiet for long.
We're Lori and Julia, still loud.
Pop culture, gossip, books, TV, music,
and probably a little too much laughter.
Let's do this.
Thanks for hanging out with us today. We're Lori and Julia, and we are still loud. We've got an action-packed, filled podcast for you today. We're going to tell you everything that you should be watching. For starters, we're going to start with that.
We're going to start with some TV talk because on Sunday night on HBO, A Night of the Seven Kingdoms debuted. And you're like, is that in any way related to Game of Thrones? And yes, indeed, it is. It is based on the George R.R. Martin book called Dunk and Egg.
What a funny title. Yeah, Dunk and Egg.
Dunk and Egg. And George R.R. Martin, of course, is the author of the Game of Thrones book series. Yes. And he did not write a book, though, that was the last season. The showrunners wrote that whole Meshuggah.
Are you still having bad feelings about the
No,
last
I never had bad feelings because I just said I was there for the tits and dragons anyway. I didn't care how anybody was related. I didn't care that I was lost as to who was who. I was there for the spectacle.
Yes, it was wonderful.
Yeah, so this A Night of the Seven Kingdom is absolutely fantastic. And if you are a Game of Thrones fan, you are going to want to watch this. This is Sunday viewing, one episode a week on HBO. So here's the story. It's a century before the time of Game of Thrones.
Wow.
And Sir Duncan the Tall, who is very cute and used to play rugby, he's English, and his squire, Egg, wander through Westeros while the Targaryen dynasty is on the Iron Throne, and everyone has lived in the time of dragons. Everyone remembers. The dragons they don't know where they are, but there's none roaming the countryside, but everyone
remembers a time with dragons.
Yes. Okay. And so they go on an adventure. They wander through Westeros, and he's kind of a young, naive knight. Okay. And they call him a hedge knight because he doesn't have a castle. He just sleeps out in the open. And he's got this little diminutive squire, really a child is always what the squires were. And they just go on these dangerous exploits. But Casey and I watched it and we were absolutely delighted by it.
Oh, wow.
It was really good.
Okay.
Because House of Dragons, was a slog in a way. The thing that happened after Game of Thrones.
Oh my gosh, an incestorama.
This has a really, I don't know. And then
they would get rid of on House of Dragon the people who we liked.
Yes.
Because they were growing up and they casted
whatever.
Bad casting in the last season.
Yes, something happened. So anyway, you hear a lot of names that you recognize from Game of Thrones and references because remember, these are old lands.
Yes.
And the Lannister is a name that you'll feel familiar, but the dialogue was really witty. And of course it's going to be bawdy because it's medieval times. And
it's only one episode a week.
One episode a week.
So appointment watching on HBO. And if you don't have HBO, you can buy it through your Prime account. Oh. If you have Prime, because I have HBO and Paramount Plus through Prime.
Okay, thank you, Ms.
Just Tat. Okay. I have to, I don't think you've watched it yet, but Jeff and I are obsessed. Ponies. Oh. And it's the acronym stands for person of no interest.
Yes.
And so.
Who are spies?
Yeah, but basically it stars Emilia Clarke.
Speaking of Game of Thrones.
I've always loved her. Mm-hmm. And this newer woman that I didn't know before, Hallie Lou
Richardson, yeah.
What was she in?
She was in a movie, and I don't know which one.
Okay. She's so good. And then the very, very hot...
Are they ponies?
The very, very hot Russian actor and model, Art Jam something.
Yeah.
Oh, he's beautiful.
Oh, boy.
I think I sent you a picture of him.
Yeah.
Okay, so the story basically is they're in Russia. Their husbands are in the CIA. They're doing undercover ops, whatever. And the husbands die in a plane crash. And you learn this right away, so I'm not giving anything away. So the women are kind of like, one of them's like, well, I don't know what to do now. And the other one's so upset she wants to know how her husband was killed. So they go and tell the CIA head basically that they would be really good agents because no one would ever think of a woman like them, housewives, being an agent.
Right.
So that's the setup.
Oh, I love it.
But it's set in 1977. The clothes are beyond. The music is beyond. And just the way they talk to each other, the way people act, the glasses crack you up in the late 70s. It's so good. It has a great sense of humor. It is a work of fiction. However, some of the events,
inspired by true.
Yeah. It is, and it's on Peacock. It is we're dying. It's so good. But the episodes are long. They're an hour apiece.
They're long.
Well, how you see like 40 minutes now on but we only have one left.
Oh, wow.
And I'm very sad about it because I don't want to say goodbye to these guys.
Oh, shoot. Well, then you can watch The Night Manager. To
I haven't
go
done
into
that
your
yet.
espionage. So when you're having your espionage hole in your heart, then move on to The Night Manager.
And are you enjoying that?
Oh, my gosh. It is fantastic. And go ahead and watch that whole first season because it was on 10 years ago and there's only 6 episodes.
Do you need to?
No, but if you don't want to, for sure watch the last episode of season 1 so that you understand the setting in which you find yourself 10 years later, because it is 10 years later in the time of the show too. So at least watch that last episode.
Okay. The Night Manager.
The Night Manager.
And what is it on, Laura?
It's on Prime.
It's on
No,
Prime.
Apple. I don't know. Look it up.
Okay. What do you think I am?
Yeah.
What am I here
What am I,
for?
Google?
Am I?
Alexa, what channel is The Night Manager on?
There you go.
The other show that's back, and I know you and I both watched this last year and gobbled it up as much as you can for a show on Apple that they always drop the first 3 episodes. That's how I know Night Manager. Hijack is back.
We watched it.
It is back, and we watched the last episode of the Hijack.
So did we.
First season.
So did we.
Okay, just to see where we were and what that was all about, because I'd totally forgotten that. And I thought it was such a suspenseful first episode, and our jaws were on the floor. Casey and I just looked at each other and we're like, OMG.
Dying at the end because there was such a twist.
Yeah, and now we have to wait once a week.
Yep. Oh, gosh, we loved it.
Yeah, it's really a good show. It's Idris Elba, and if you haven't even watched the first season...
I'd watch the first season.
You watch that because that was so great, and it was so tense, and that would be a binger.
Yes,
because we did watch that, the rollout once a week. We did the appointment thing.
So I love that show.
Okay, I have a TV challenge for you this weekend. If you feel you can be up to it.
Some people wonder. I was talking to someone last night at pickleball, and I was telling him about ponies because we're obsessed.
Yeah, you want to share,
and also about heated rivalry. But I can't say that word. It's like saying rural.
Yeah,
there are 2. I just can't.
Heated rivalry.
I can barely say it, but they didn't even know what I was talking about. And
my gosh.
Well, listen, not everybody spends, and one of them said, I really don't watch that much TV. And I'm thinking,
well, this TV
what do you do at night?
It's lotion is motion is all I'm going to say.
Is that it?
Yeah. With what you're seeing on screen and the tingles you'll get.
But to the heated rivalry point, the Washington Capitals, which is a hockey team in the NHL in Washington, D.C., I think that's where they are, obviously. And they had a Pride Night. Did you know that?
Mm-hmm. Finally.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Which I thought was awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, and I even heard the guys on K-Fan talking about heated rivalry.
Yeah, the hockey magic that it's bringing just to hockey in general is really, really great. And, our guy who played Kip, the pro player who invites his boy, Francois Arnaud, he's been everywhere. But the fandom is so incredible for particularly Hudson and Connor. I mean, did you see Hudson Williams walking the D Squared show and at all the fashion shows in Milan?
Yeah, he's these boys from this one.
Young men. They're 25.
Yeah, young men. From their one job that they've done, they have just eclipsed.
Yeah, it's just incredible. And they just seem like they're handling it really well. Even a fan that caught Hudson William, racing to get into a runway show in Milan and being swarmed by paparazzi. And he leaned over to her. He says, I got to say, I'm kind of stressed right now.
Oh, yeah.
I'm kind of stressed right now. So anyway, but Francois, people have I don't know, Julia. They don't want any more Kip and the guy from the yogurt shop. They feel like that story is done, and we haven't read the books.
Oh,
so he
okay.
unfollowed everybody on his cast and then 1,000 other accounts. Well, that got noticed. So then he went back to following,
Is he having sour grapes, do you think? Because he's not going to be included or what? I don't
know, but it's just a thing about that's why sometimes, in this situation, if he was my client, don't read the comments.
Right.
Stay in your bubble of yourself.
Well, the rumor I heard was that he was in a relationship with the Russian in real life.
No, that's not true.
Are those guys gay?
No, I don't. I guess I don't know. I think maybe Francois might be gay.
Okay.
I don't know. Francois Arnaud.
I wonder if he's the Arnaud. What was that?
Arnaud. Arnoud. He was on with Mary J. Blige in Andy's Clubhouse this week.
Oh, okay.
So, and anyway, I don't know. But I mean, I feel like that story, we could just have just a little update, but let's get back to what, the cottage.
Let's get back. Well, when will we see it? It'll be a year till we see a new Heated Rivalry.
That's correct.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the TV challenge I have for you
is to watch more.
No, well, this is to watch a show that started this week on FX, so it'll stream on Hulu.
Yep.
And it's called The Beauty. And the log line, it's basically The Substance.
And I never saw that, so just explain what that is.
So that's a movie where Demi Moore, in an effort to be young, she basically trades her. She doesn't realize that she looks younger, but it's eating her up inside. And anyway, it's like a fairy tale gone wrong of chasing eternal youth and beauty. So this is a Ryan Murphy show. Mm-hmm. And he is hit or miss. Sometimes he does great shows. I give you The People versus OJ.
That was great.
The Versace.
Glee was great, but I feel like he misses too.
He misses sometimes All's Fair. I never could go back to that.
Which they renewed with Kim Kardashian.
And he's doing Siegfried and Roy, which I saw a still of with Jude Law and Andrew Garfield as Siegfried and Roy, and that looked incredible.
No, I love. We remember we were obsessed with them in Montecore, and we saw the shows in Vegas. Obsessed. We were obsessed.
We will watch that show, and we were excited when we heard the casting. Jude Law being the blonde German.
Oh, yeah.
And Andrew Garfield being the other guy. I never could. Roy.
Right.
Roy was the dark
Siegfried was the German, the blondie.
Yes.
And Roy was the other one. Oh, I can't wait. Now let's
going back to this, The Beauty. Bella Hadid is in it. Isabella Rossellini, Rebecca Hall, Ashton Kutcher's, and Evan Peters. He's always in Ryan Murphy stuff. And
do you know that it's based on a comic book about a deadly STD?
No.
Do you know this? Well, this is what it's about. It's based on a comic book about a deadly STD that causes people to become physically perfect. As FBI agents investigate its origins linked to the tech billionaire in the fashion world, it's dark, it's campy thriller exploring obsession with beauty and societal ideas.
Well, it's getting terrible reviews.
See,
the critics hate it.
Did you like it?
I haven't had a chance to watch it, and I'm going to.
I don't like Ryan Murphy stuff lately.
Right, but sometimes when he hits good. But the critics really hate this show.
Do you think he makes too many too fast, or do you think he doesn't care enough, or what's going on?
He might be just extending himself too thin with too many shows.
Yeah.
And Bella Hadid, she had a little job in Landman. She showed up.
We're behind
Or not Landman, Yellowstone, excuse me.
Okay.
And anyway, and she really is dating a cowboy in real life. But Ashton Kutcher, I saw him on Entertainment Tonight, and his hair is dyed so dark. And he doesn't have any Botox to go with the fresh young hair. It needs to be more muted or something. And then he's asked everywhere about Demi Moore because she was in The Substance. And if you remember correctly,
they got married.
These two were married, and it fell apart in a lot of tears and huffing and an ER visit and just bad.
And a hot tub in San Diego. Yeah, he cheated on her.
Several times. And
anyway. She was 39 and he was 26 when they first got together.
No. He was like 23 and she was 36, and then they got married when he was 26 and 39. We knew it was going to end in tears.
And we called him, if you are a longtime listener, we used to call him her piece of ash.
Piece of ash. But anyway, he keeps asking, and he always says, because I saw him on several entertainment shows, and I'm so proud of her. She just crushed it. She just killed it. She doesn't need you to be proud of her, Ashton, and you don't need to say that like you're her father.
That's how it sounds.
Like my feathers bristled. The feathers that I don't have.
I feel like he isn't winning now. I mean, I think he was talking about converting to Judaism to experience what the people experience or something. I don't know that Mila Kunis is Jewish.
She's Russian Orthodox.
Yeah, okay.
She's Ukrainian, Slava Ukraine. Yeah. She's Ukrainian.
And then his whole thing with Danny Masterson.
Oh.
And,
the
from the 70s show that he was on with him and the support of Scientology rapist that was confirmed. I feel like, and then they wrote that letter, remember?
Oh, it's terrible.
He just has had a lot of bad PR things, and I would like it to go good. I love Mila Kunis.
I have a feeling we're going to try this show, and
I won't like it. I already know.
For sure won't like it because it's sci-fi.
Yeah, and I never saw The Substance because I just...
Oh, it's so terrible.
Yeah, so there.
Yeah, it's so bad. It's so bad.
So I'm just going to say X-nay on the BDA.
Yeah.
I don't feel it. But what I do feel is I feel like talking about my great hair right now, because I don't know if you've noticed. I want to talk about Hair Restoration Institute of Minnesota, HRIMN.com, and the success I'm having. Because I had shots put in my head in October to stimulate growth on my scalp.
Was it easy to do? Was it quick?
Yeah, it was like Botox shots, how they feel when you get them on your forehead.
Yeah, nothing.
And I had a lot of them, Lori. And I'm just starting, I've used their shampoos. I'm on minoxidil, but I'm just seeing all this success right now in my hair. And the regrowth is making my hair stand up in funny places, but what a problem to have.
Yeah, what a problem to have. You're growing your hair back.
I am growing it back, and just having all the nutrients and everything in there, thinking my annual shedding might lessen. But it really shedded a lot this past time. And so they have so many different options. And women, you have so many different choices, including a hair transplant. And just want to make sure that you know how wonderful the staff is, how understanding, how confidential it is. Go to HRIMN.com and let them help you and just give you peace of mind, because they have a free consultation. You can do it virtual, or you can go into their offices, which are right by Mall of America. And please tell them Lori and Julia sent you. We have been working with them, Casey, me, others, for years, on and off, and they work. They're so smart at what they do. Lorene, let's talk about Borton Overseas.
Let's talk about travel. We got a wonderful trip coming up in May. We're going to spectacular Scandinavia, the 3 capital cities that really are on people's, wish list. Going to Stockholm, Copenhagen, Oslo. An amazing itinerary that Borton has designed specifically for our small group.
Yes.
And if you've always wanted to go, maybe you've never had anyone to go with, well, you can just come and join us. And a
lot of people travel single with us.
That's right. And if you want to have someone you can travel with, please invite them. We do have like a limited small number of spots left. It's May 4th to the 11th. Julia's bringing her husband. My husband is staying home. He's got something else he's got to do. Can you believe it, Julia? I know it. And also for him,
it's important.
The long flying for him.
Yeah.
But Borton Overseas, they make it easy for you to travel any of the destinations they offer.
And it's It's so much fun. And they go to Asia, Cambodia, Laos, Vietnam, Thailand, South America, Scandinavia. They go to all the Baltics, Iceland. They go to Africa, Kenya, Tanzania, Seychelles, Zambia. I mean, they'll do any trip for you. You can either join another group and go on a small group journey with them, or they'll help you design your own itinerary. They're experts, over 100 years in the business. BortonOverseas.com for more information.
Okay, Julia, the movies that are opening this weekend, I don't think are going to interest you. Let me run them by you.
Well, let me see.
A crime drama with Chris Pratt called Mercy. I'd have to read a review first.
I read a review first, but it kind of looked good.
Okay.
That one kind of looked good to me.
A movie called Clicker, which is a drama starring Eric Roberts.
Julia's older brother.
And, I read a really unbelievable story about Dorothy Stratton in Vanity Fair. And Eric Roberts famously plays the guy who, rapes her, murders her, and kills himself. The Canadian guy, that loser guy that introduces her to Hefner and Peter Bogdanovich. I forget what his name is, something singer. Eric Roberts plays him in Star 80. And he was the only person in the whole cast who apologized to Dorothy's family for playing this guy. He played him so well in that movie Star 80.
I remember watching it.
And he couldn't get any movie roles.
Because he was so creepy.
And after filming, he went to Westwood Cemetery where Marilyn is buried and where Dorothy is buried. And he cried on her grave and apologized to her.
That he was
so
in it?
wrung out after filming. He should have I'm sure if he ever writes his book, or maybe he has regrets playing that role, because it totally changed the trajectory of his Hollywood career. He was so evil, and that person was such an awful man.
Yep.
And Dorothy Stratton, from the time she leaves Canada to the time of her murder, is 2 years.
Was she an actress, or who is she?
Yeah, she Playboy Mansion. She became a Playmate of the Year.
Okay.
She had like a Pamela Anderson. This could have happened. Was cast in a movie by Peter Bogdanovich, who had cast his wife, found Sybil Shepherd for The Last Picture Show.
Yes.
And then in the middle of filming, he left his wife of 10 years, who just had her second baby, for Sybil Shepherd, who is 21, and then leaves Sybil Shepherd 10 years later for Dorothy Stratton, who's 20. So
he had an age.
He was a brilliant film director, but a creep of a guy. Anyway, but it was 2 years. It's a real there's a lot of stuff out there, Dorothy Stratton. But I thought that was interesting about Eric Roberts.
Remember him coming in studio? I can't remember what he was in studio for, but he did come in studio once.
Yeah, he was.
It couldn't have been nicer.
Yeah, he was really nice, but he never really talked about it. And it was an interesting story in Vanity Fair, but
I believe it, because it made Mariel Hemingway. She
also said it ruined her career. She should have never played her.
She was 14 at the time, and she got a Golden Globe nominated for that. Actually, in her breakout role in Lipstick.
Lipstick.
So, and she really, and she's written books on nutrition and everything. Yeah. But of course, if you remember, she will tell you what she was doing on May 7th in 1983.
No, you're mixing up Mariel Hemingway with the lady from Taxi, Mary Lou Henner.
Well, look at how close. Look at how close those names were.
This is an epic mix-up right now. You are to ignore everything that Julia just said right now. And just pay attention to whatever I said.
Oh, gosh.
Okay?
Sometimes you talk too much, and I needed to add something. Oh, my gosh, Lori, look at how wrong I got that.
Yeah, you really got that wrong. Mary Lou Henner versus Mariel Hemingway.
Very close names when you have dyslexia.
Anyway, a little old vintage gossip there about Eric Roberts, who's in this movie called Clicker, which is a terrible title.
Yeah.
And the other movie opening this weekend, which is a drama with Claire Foy, who played Queen Elizabeth in The Crown. We love her.
The first seasons.
It's called His for Hawk.
Okay.
H is for Hawk. I can't.
It's H is for Hawk.
H is for Hawk. I can't.
It's
read
got
my writing.
79%. Okay. So after losing her beloved father, Helen finds herself saved by an unlikely friendship with a stubborn hawk named Mabel.
Oh, that sounds like a cozy movie.
It does.
Yeah. And I love Claire Foy. Her face.
Her face. And same with Amelia Clark. I mean, her eyebrows. Who is the guy that we think their eyebrows emote so much? Who was the eyebrow guy?
Actor?
It was, he was married supposedly to Jennifer Aniston. What's his name?
Oh, Justin Theroux, who's in Fallout right now, which that show on Amazon, when we last saw it, all the episodes dropped at once so you could binge it. Now they're doing a weekly thing and the viewers are fleeing. It doesn't work. That kind of a super sci-fi special effects.
It's not.
It's better to binge.
Some of them. I think what they're trying to do is people will sign up for 2 weeks to
Yes,
these
I know.
streamers and watch and binge and then get rid of it.
Justin Theroux is playing like a Hugh Hefner. He's got impeccable eyebrows. He's dressing in these 70s snazzy outfits, and he's as thin as a whippet. And I'll never forget when we saw him walk by us on the red carpet. His doppelganger is a whippet.
You're right. And
Lean,
shiny,
and
beautiful.
long legs, long arms, long torso, but not more than 5'9". But maybe he looks it because he's got lifts in his shoe, for sure.
I think your doppelganger dog is a Lhasa Apso. Are they the ones with the pretty nose and all the long hair combed, the blonde?
Yes.
I mean, I feel like that was a compliment.
Yeah, it
As-
is. But
from a
Lhasa
dog
Apsos
person.
are a little bit. Well, they are. They're show ponies, and so am I.
And you have the long blonde hair that's always looks perfect and full. I don't. What would my dog pony be? I mean, my
Yorkie.
Oh, Lori.
They're so cute. Little
No,
Yorkies.
they bark too much.
No, Julia, they think they're bigger than they are, and there's nothing they can't do. That's you. Okay, that's you in a nutshell.
I don't even
think you're bigger than you are in all ways.
Not really, Lori.
Yes, and you can do anything.
Well, you can figure it out.
This is what I mean.
But
This is a Yorkie.
within limitations, like I know I can't jump out of an airplane anymore because I probably break.
When have
a
you
bone.
ever broken? When have you ever jumped out of an airplane?
It was always back there.
Oh, well,
on the
that
list.
doesn't count. You can't say I can't do that anymore. It's something you never done. Good Lord.
How's your Bouli Francais, my brother?
The Bully Dog Francais, Casey, he's good. He's good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, I have to tell you something that is going to absolutely shock you. I couldn't believe it when I read it. Matthew McConaughey is finally trademarked.
Yep.
All right. I thought he had it all these years.
But he's also
Was it a trademark that was difficult to prove to get, that it's taken? That movie what was that movie in 92?
Fast Times at Ridgemont.
No, not Fast Times
It
at
was something
Ridgemont High.
else.
It's another movie.
High school.
But yeah. But I mean, were you surprised at that?
I wasn't, because there's an AI element to it, Lori. And I think
What does that mean?
Chris Pratt is doing the same. So they are, because technology has changed so much, AI can use the likeness of their voice saying it for free.
Dazed and Confused is what I'll rate is from.
Similar to Fast Times.
Yeah, right.
At
That's
Ridgemont High.
Sean Penn's.
Yeah. They can use, their voice in ads.
Yeah.
They can use their voice because they can make it sound just like your voice. So I think Chris Pratt currently is fighting a case about AI too. This is the new.
They were the first words he ever spoke on film. And he improvised the line while filming the first scene in that movie. He was nervous, and as he got a lavalier mic put on, and the line came out as he put the car in drive. So it wasn't even planned.
Right.
So
Some of the best things come from inspiration.
yeah, but I guess I would have thought he'd already had that, but he did now finally get it, because he's rolling on the tequila and naked bongos, and he's taking advantage of stuff. So,
Okay.
So now he's got the ability. He only filed in late 2023 to get that phrase. Mm-hmm. But I guess it was brought on, like you said, by artificial intelligence.
Yes. Okay, I was so wrong again.
Okay, good. I love
this
it. Batting
this
two for
podcast
Tuesday.
is going to be Julia says everything wrong. But the movie Chris Pratt is in that's opening this weekend that you told us about, Mercy,
Yes.
is a sci-fi thriller where his character, Chris Pratt, is a detective, is tried by advanced AI judge and must prove his innocence within 90
I
minutes.
saw a trailer for this, and I
thought
gotta say, it looked good.
I said the same thing when
Yeah.
you told me about it. I think it looked good. He plays a detective, and he's trying to prove his innocence.
All right.
There's AI themes, you know.
It's just called Crime.
No, it's called Mercy.
Oh, it's called Mercy. Oh, God.
Who's on first today in this world?
Oh, and Rebecca Ferguson is in it.
And I like her.
I like her so much, and it's only 90 minutes, so it's right up your alley, Julia. There are no reviews yet, so that makes me somewhat nervous.
I have to give a little shout out for my local movie theater here, Woodbury Theaters.
Yeah.
Woodbury 10. They have the best pricing, you guys. If you're looking, I think on Wednesdays, all day movies are $5 for everybody, which is a huge deal.
Yeah.
And they've got 10 theaters, and it's just a great experience. They've remodeled. They have newer seats now and some other things. But if you want to go back to the movies, and sometimes they're cost prohibitive because by the time you load it all up,
right,
and get your popcorn,
you
you're
know
up there.
who also is in Mercy is our girl Annabelle Wallace, who she played Jane Seymour in The Tudors.
Oh yes,
We loved her.
Love that.
And she was in Peaky Blinders too. So anyway.
I think
That might be good.
It does look good, but he has to prove himself, innocent.
Yeah.
In front of the
We
judge.
do want to support our local theaters. You
Well,
know?
that's what I wanted to say because it's a great theater and it's great hot popcorn.
Yeah.
That's just not going to cost you an arm or leg sometimes.
Right.
But I love the big theater too, the
Right.
sitting back in the seats. But it's a great alternative.
Riddle me this.
Riddle me that.
Did we have Samantha Downing on our radio show for a book club for a book called The Lovely Wife? My Lovely Wife.
I have to look at the picture.
My Lovely Wife by Samantha Downing. It's going to be a movie on Netflix. And I'm pretty sure it was a thriller mystery. And I don't know why
The cover looks like The Cutting One with the doctor.
Yeah, I think we did. I know I read this book. But just like how I watched His and Hers on Netflix on the Alice Feeney novel, which I just read that book last February, had absolutely zero memory of how it ended. So the TV show was a nice twist, and it was 6 episodes. That was kind of a good show. John Bernthal.
I haven't watched it yet.
And Tessa Thompson. Just a little 6-episode psychological slasher thriller, though.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah. But I didn't remember how it ended. And My Lovely Wife, I know I read the book, but if you don't remember if we talked to the author or not.
It looks like The Silent Patient. The cover does.
Yes, it does.
And that was such a great book.
Yeah.
And they were on, I can't remember, Lori,
All
because
right.
the book cover,
Sometimes they change them, too.
yes,
if
they do. And I
become-
saw 3 different covers when I just looked it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to say I don't know, but I've got several people after a podcast last week wanted to know the ice skating rom-com Olympian book that we all should be reading. And it's called
The Favorites by Lane Fargo. Excellent. If you're a fan of the Olympics, particularly ice dancing or the ice skating, this is a juicy story.
I can't wait. I put myself in on Libby.
Yeah, real good. I enjoyed it so much. And I mean, it is, by the time people get to the Olympics, what they have gone through is incredible. The feats of athleticism, and also in some sports, there are some dirty tricks. We could just go back to Nancy Kerrigan and
stabbing people?
No, and what's her name? The Tanya Harding,
which was one of the best movies, I thought.
Yeah.
Okay, but there is a good scandal brewing with the Olympics with this French ice dancing couple.
which is what this book, The Favorites, is about.
So she wrote a memoir that just came out. She's a commentator for NBC Sports in France.
Wow.
She's French or something, but she's a European country, citizen, and
But she's competing for France in ice dancing.
No,
she
used to.
She used to.
And she had the same partner, and they grew up together. They had some tumultuous
This sounds
years.
like the story of The Favorites.
They got Who's the favorites by?
Lane Fargo.
No, but that's not her. That's
Okay.
not the name
No,
of the state.
I
But
know.
so what happened when she released her memoir, because she was all scheduled. It was her second year doing commentary in whatever country she's from for the sports for NBC. And the controversy around the book, because her old dance partner, she says disparaging things about him, and he's all over social media. She's lying, blah, blah, blah. So that controversy of her book got her fired from NBC because they didn't want to touch it. They don't want any scandal.
This is lifted right from the favorites.
You kidding me?
Well, I mean, kind of.
Okay, don't tell us all, but
in the sense that, it's a very intense sport and people's memories and motivations are very different. And I would have, if I'd been her agent, I would have
released it
the book after the Olympics.
Of course you would have. Maybe she wanted to get out for the holidays to get some money.
No.
It was a dumb move.
Yeah.
I feel for her big time. Mm-hmm. Big time, because she lost. This was just in the news. Because
the
I'm
Olympics
obsessed.
are going to be here in like 2 weeks.
Is that February?
Yes, it's
February?
like February, like maybe 6th it starts. Yeah, it'll be here, and before you know it, and I've already done homework ahead of time about all of our Minnesota Olympians that are going to be on the team.
Look at you.
With some fun Olympic statistics to boot.
I can't wait. I can't wait. Let's talk about how excited I am, because next Monday I'm having Twin Cities Closet Company come out and give me a complimentary consultation on some of my storage spaces.
On every closet in your house. Let's be real.
Well,
if you could have it.
But I mean, I've got a budget.
Yeah.
So, but we're so excited to be working with them, because it's a local Minnesota company that you can trust. They're from here. They have 2 locations. One's in Minneapolis and one's in Mound. But they've owned their business for 25 years, and they're not part of a franchise. So if you have any issues, they're right here.
They're here.
They make and manufacture their closet solutions right here in the Twin Cities. They do gorgeous work that you're not going to see other places, and their dovetails on their doors they're famous for, because the quality is so big time, and they've got this cool stuff with this lighting that you can put in different places.
And having great closets adds value to your house, because some people are like, I want a house with great closet space. Yes. Really and truly, it's a selling point.
It is. And the designers come out to your home and they spend time with you to find out what you're looking for. And then they'll get a 3D drawing. It's called a CAD drawing, I think.
Yes, CAD drawing.
And I'm super excited. I will share what's going on. But please give them a buzz if you are looking for some storage solutions. 'Tis the time of the year to get organized, It is. tcclosets.com. And, Lorene,
yes,
do you want to talk about Minneapolis plastic surgery?
Yes, I would talk about Minneapolis plastic surgery. Dr. Jarvis and the other doctors that are there, and the nurses and the staff there are absolutely amazing. And if you have something that you're just like, saw somebody this weekend, she's like, I have my dad's waddle. And I go, what do you mean? And she's like, lifts under my chin. I've tried Pilates. I've tried that Kim Kardashian face bra.
Yeah. Yoga face exercises.
I'm like, go and just see Dr. Jarvis and see. You don't even know what the solutions are for you. You're not a doctor. You're not a board certified plastic surgeon. You have no idea what the advancements have been made. And she goes, you're right. I don't know why I keep talking to all my friends and seeing what they think I should do. I said, yeah, just go see Dr. Jarvis.
It's so individual, and it doesn't cost any money to go have a complimentary consultation and ask questions.
That's right.
I mean, if you have the questions, go get them answered and figure out if it's something that you would want to do, because why not when you can?
That's right.
And you'll just look great, and we just can't speak highly enough about the team there. Love, love, love them. And then finally, it's happened to me. Lori got some new glasses.
Oh, you did?
No, you got them.
Oh, I did. Yeah, no, I
glasses.
did. I was like, I need to just go in. Went to the Grand Avenue store, and they were so excited because I hadn't been in there for a while, and they're like, oh, we just got this new line, and because they are so great at sizing you up immediately. I mean, the people that have worked at the Envision, most of the optical stores, though, they've worked there for a long time or they've been in the eyewear business. And so Anthony has the great eye for finding really incredible lines. Matsuda and, Salt has been a long time one. Leisure Society, Goatee. There's so many great Ray-Bans, or not Ray-Bans, the Maui Gyms.
Yes,
the Maui Gyms, which we love.
If you've never had a pair, oh my gosh. And I have a prescription in them and I love
And the Robert Mark aviators, they're always on point and on trend with the fashion they have in eyewear. And I mean, Kat and I were just saying we love our bright colored glasses because you don't have to even wear makeup.
You're right about that.
Yeah.
You're right. And for years, everyone's asked, where does Lori get her eyeglasses from? Envision-optical.com. I can't wait for your new ones to be done because they just are so perfect for your face.
They really are.
And,
Thank you.
But in the meantime, they've got 4 great locations in the Twin City. Make sure you say Lori and Julia sent you. Good things happen. What? Now, if people ask me, do you do anything else besides watch TV and read books?
For me, well, I go to Pilates.
She goes to Pilates every day.
I go to Pilates every day.
Lori has
I have a community of people at the Pilates studio.
You get your social in.
Very, very, very social. I got all the ladies watching Heated Rivalry. Mm-hmm. Sometimes when your legs are in the straps, you're able to talk.
Okay. When you're laying on your stomach in a
laying on your back
in a reformer,
and your legs are in straps, and you feel like a lithe little, tumbleweed or a circus act, a Cirque du Soleil person. You're stretching and you're going back, so you can talk. Yeah, while you're lifting and lowering and spinning in circles. So sometimes people say, "What's a good show to watch?" So, oh boy, yeah, a Heated Rivalry. I've gotten so many thank yous. And I'm like, would you turn your friends onto our podcast, please?
Yes, we could use that. We could please and like us. And maybe if you've never done a review of us, do a review. We'd
Julia,
love it.
I have to show people how to do it. There's a whole little group of people. And I have to admit, I had never listened to a podcast until last year.
And you didn't even know that you could listen in your car.
I didn't know that I could listen in my car. So, I am one of the Luddites that I am speaking to.
You are.
But it is so, so easy. And it's just that our longtime radio people, they got to rely on us being on the radio. So then it's like, well, I got to figure out when is the time I'm going to podcast. Because I usually like to, I said, well, you didn't, I walked with you guys because your show was podcastable. I said, well, you can do the same thing with this.
I know.
Yeah.
And it's LoriandJulia.com is our website for all the information.
We're complaining out loud.
No, I know. But one of the easiest things, too, is say, Alexa, play Lori and Julia Still Loud.
Yeah, now people are getting it.
I'm sorry. I said it really quiet.
You did say it soft.
I said it really quiet. Okay.
I have a legal side I would like to jump on.
Ask
a lawyer.
Julia Barghini, attorney at law. That's what my dads used to say.
Yes.
Ken Barghini,
okay.
Attorney at law.
I would like to know your ruling on this. I know what my ruling is. So you know who it is when I say the name Apollonia.
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Prince.
Apollonia does not have the right to her name. The Prince estate locked it up. And she has said that Prince would be appalled at his estate owning her name. And she is 1,000% right. He would be. He got in a fight with Warner Brothers and had this, called him slave and went by, no name because he didn't have his name. I don't think he would be for that. I don't think his estate needs to make any money off of Apollonia's name.
I don't either.
Let Apollonia own her name. Bad form, Prince Estate. Just taking them to task right now.
Okay, and right behind you, this is so funny. So we moved our studio headquarters into a bedroom in my home, and it's no longer taking over the dining room.
Yes.
And behind you in that basket, I've got 3 different magazines with Prince on the cover. Not that one. That's the ARP. But if you dig it a little deeper, there's 3 different Prince magazines that I've been holding on to.
Because, Julia, in April, it'll be 10 years. 2016, he died. Mm-hmm. Bowie died in January of 2016, and Prince died in April of 2016.
And look at how young he was.
Oh, he's so beautiful.
Yeah, he was.
Absolutely.
That's
He's
a moment
something
everyone
else.
knows where he was. But it's funny, I just came across those the other day.
Oh, yeah, keep those.
Along with this, I'm trying to clean out some of the stuff over years. And books seem to be my problem. I can't get rid of some of them because I loved them so much.
Yeah.
So I have a library for some people. But one of the books over there with the red velvet cover is Talk Dirty to Me. Do you remember when we had... And we haven't done any Sex Mondays or Fridays or whatever.
The language of lust.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I kind of took that out and I thought maybe we'll do it. Maybe we'll do a Sex Monday segment.
Or it's just, we can do sex fashions anytime you want. Go ahead and share one. I'm the only one sharing.
Well, I don't want to do a sex fashion. I could do something else around it.
Yeah, don't. It's not in your wheelhouse. I beg you not to do it.
Okay. I need to give a shout out to my mom.
Oh, yes.
She had a big, big anniversary for her secret society that she's in. And 50 years.
Wow.
And we're just so proud of you, Mom. Aren't we, Laura?
Oh, my gosh.
And she listens, and I just need to...
Because it transcribes on YouTube. You can read the words for the podcast. If you listen to the podcast on YouTube, it transcribes.
And even on some of the other podcasts.
Oh, it does too?
On Apple, I think it does it. But we're just so proud of you.
Hey, Jan.
Yeah.
Jan.
Mama.
50 years.
Love you. Awesome, awesome.
Her longest relationship.
Right. No, that's...
Well, there could be friends that she's had for longer than that.
Yeah.
But
And
relationship.
children. Well, she's had...
she's had her children longer. Right, that's true.
I'm just turning 50 next week, of course.
Of course.
Yeah, but it would just...
And getting back to Apollonia, the Prince estate should feel more generous because Purple Rain is exploding in the streaming department, and so is When Doves Cry because of being on Stranger Things.
You're right.
Listen to this. Because of Stranger Things, Purple Rain debuted on 4 charts last week. They were 20th streaming. Because, a lot of the kids don't know this song. Number 4 on R&B and hip hop. Number 10 across the pond in the UK. And When Doves Cry has also had like a pretty big bump with streaming.
Great.
And the music. So that's kind of cool. And so by going into the Billboard Hot 100 last week, being number 20, Prince joins Michael Jackson and Cher as the only artist to chart in 6 different decades, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2010s, and 20s. Cher, of course, also charted in the 60s. So she's the top one, the OG. But so Prince is now in, because he charted in all those years and hadn't had a, Billboard Hot 100 for a long time. So
that's fun.
Yeah, I know.
That's fun. I love it when the younger people get to hear some music that we were obsessed with and love.
Oh, and that's such those are such great songs on that album.
Yep.
I mean, just beyond. So anyway,
Prince says hi.
Prince says hi, and let Apollonia have her name, damn it.
I agree with you. Okay, so I found out something new, and it's called... The website is called BookBub, B-U-B.
Oh, yeah, I love BookBub.
I do, too. And they give you recommendations. What were the most read books last year? They give you Goodreads. It's kind of like...
Best new romances to look for. They're very helpful.
But one thing that I don't think people know is their deals on books.
Oh.
I think sometimes we rely on Amazon, their Kindle deal books. You go to bookstores, of course, which we always want people to do.
Yes.
But this was just something that caught my eye yesterday is you can sign up for the free and under $1 category on their website. And it asks you what type of books you like to read. And within that category, what type do you like? Because
you can get very specific with your filters.
Because I don't like fantasy romance. I mean, and I'm just...
And romance is the biggest category, so it has the most
thriller
subdivision.
And romance. Yeah. Yes, and there are so many different categories. I'm like, no, I don't like. I just can't get into the fairy scene.
Yeah.
And so anyway, and then it saves it, and I bought a couple books for like $1, and just say go right to your Kindle. It's just another option because sometimes, when you're passionate to read books and the stores aren't open. You can go.
Oh, can I tell you about a book I read that I just can't even believe?
Well, I can't believe you waited so long to tell me. You should tell me before the podcast so
well,
I can put my name in.
I don't think you're going to like this book.
Okay.
This is not a book for you. It was a Reese book
The Harlan
club.
Coben one?
No, it was a Reese book club pick some point last year, and it was named one of the best books of the year on a lot of different lists. But I think it's going to be not a book for you. It's called Wild Dark Shore, and it's by Charlotte McConaghy. I don't know how to say her name. It's not McConaughey, but it's something Charlotte MCC.
It looks like McConaughey.
McConaughey.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I've seen this
Seen
book
this cover, and
forever. Tell me why I won't like it.
Well, it is this woman. A family is on this remote island, and this mysterious woman who's battered beyond belief from a shipwreck is washed ashore, and Dominic Salt and his 3 children are caretakers of this tiny island not far from the Antarctica, and it's home to the world's largest seed vault, which is a real thing, which is where all the plants and food.
Oh, I know. Yes.
Are stored in case anything ever bad.
Seed for everything in case something happens to the world.
Catastrophic.
Yeah.
Wheat,
It
flowers,
used to be,
everything.
I felt like it used to be in Iceland or Greenland.
It's always been somewhere by the Antarctica because they need it to be
cold.
Permafrost. And anyway, this island was once full of researchers, but it's now being swallowed up by the ocean.
Okay.
And there's this mystery that happens, and isolation has taken its toll. And they nurse Rowan back to life, but she's not really telling the truth about everything that's going on. It's full of twists, and it did make me absolutely cry. And I just don't. Can I just say that it's not a rom-com in the ending department?
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
And so sometimes
I've seen this book be advertised.
It's got a heavy, it's very much, you're going to think about climate, and you're going to think about, end of times, and we're already kind of having like all this anxiety with everything that's going on. So I escaped with it, but I read it because I really did. I was invested in the kids that are the caretakers' kids, the 3 kids.
Okay.
And if you are an animal person, there is real history that was done about these Antarctic islands that are full of nesting birds and seals and elephant seals and penguins. And so there's kind of a very fun, interesting flora, fauna, animal. There's detail about flora, fauna, and animal. So there's detail.
Okay. Yeah. She's basically saying you'll get bored. And maybe if you listen to it, you might like it, but it's not.
You might. Yeah. It might be a book
kind of lyrical listening to.
It might be
because
a better.
If it's just told from like 1 or 2 perspectives.
Yeah. So anyway, Reese really liked it. A lot of people liked it. And I liked it. I think I gave it 4 stars on Goodread, but I think maybe because of with everything that was going on, there was a heaviness to the book that just I didn't really need or I want or something.
That's why I always go to my little things. But why do you not read? Because the top, there's a list on BookBub where they have a lot of lists, like Goodreads and other places, of the top 10 either download or bought books last year. Abby Jimenez has 2 of them. Our local author. She's just such a star.
She is.
She had 2 last year that are on the list. And coming in number 1 again is The Women.
Oh, Kristen Hanna.
Yeah, such a great story.
I think Abby was a clue in the New York Times crossword puzzle.
Oh, isn't that amazing? She's such a neat lady. She lives right here in Woodbury.
Yeah.
Nadia Cakes is her cupcake.
Yes.
She's just so good. And she's got such a following for her puppies and her life on Instagram.
Yeah, the book I'm reading right now, I think you'd really, really like. Because if you want to be on the same page, it's called High Season by Katie Bishop. And it is...
I've read her stuff.
Yeah, it takes place it's London and the Côte d'Azur.
In London?
Well, it's
London.
It's a thriller.
Okay.
It's a thriller. It came out last August. It's set over 2 unforgettable summers 20 years apart.
Oh, I love it. Okay.
And I'm quite enjoying it. I think the other book of hers we read maybe was The Girls of Summer.
Oh, yeah.
Was a Katie Bishop book that we liked. And I want to say that these books may be coming to a Netflix.
Okay.
Kind of
To
a
a Netflix
situation. Well, they're
situation,
realizing that these women authors
I've written amazing books.
that are like really would make great limited series or movies or whatever. But I mean, how long have we been waiting for Evelyn Hugo? 10 years.
And Firefly Lane.
No,
not that one. No, the
that
other one. What's her other one? Kristen Hanna. Nightingale. The
Nightingale starts filming in February in France.
Okay.
I can confirm that. I spoke with Alan Dakota, a little telepathy, or what do you call it?
Telepathy? No, that's... What is telepathy?
It's telepathically.
Telepathically.
We communicated during the Golden Globes. I loved their gowns. And, but no, I did go to the Hollywood Reporter, and filming of The Nightingale with the Fanning sisters is starting in February.
Exciting.
And it's amazing they are still attached to the role 6 years after, because that movie was going to start February of 2020.
That's because they still look like teenagers.
No, but I think they bought it and they kept renewing the rights. They never let it go.
Good for them.
Because they felt so strongly. Apparently the Fanning girls are big book readers. And that book was incredible. That. And Kristen Hanna's book, The Great Alone, is going to be
And that's hitting the lists again. Oh, gosh, I love. That's a good listen book, people, too. Okay, I've got one last thing on books, and then I think, gosh, we're way over. Okay, here's the book. Why don't we read Rebecca Yarrow's book, The Fourth Wing?
Because you don't like those books.
But have you read them?
No, I've meant to, and that's not my favorite genre either.
Why don't we like that?
Even though
people
loved
it.
I know. I'll read The Crown and the Rose.
Oh no, I have that book.
Yeah, I'll read it.
She didn't write that one.
Oh, whatever one the first book is in the Rebecca. Fourth Wing. I never read The Hunger Games. I'd rather go to the movie.
It's a fantasy romance about Violet who's forced to join a war. But
we love the discovery of witches.
I know, but I don't know why
we have to try it. We just have to.
I think a witch versus a fairy. I can make up in my imagination better. I don't know. It's just weird because neither you or I, and these are like the top best-selling books, and we just stay away.
Well,
sometimes you just can't do everything.
There's no accounting for taste sometimes.
I didn't like The Rose and the Corn or The Thorn and the first one.
The Rose and the Acorn?
I couldn't keep them.
The Crown and the Acorn?
Yeah. People loved it, though. People love it. So,
listen,
this could be a situation about listening versus reading, because really, I will say...
And you got to read what you like, what you like. I mean, that's what's so enjoyable.
Everyone, raved about it.
Right, but remember, I mean, our first books that I fell in love with were mysteries. Nancy Drew. It's still my favorite type of book.
Yeah. And I'm thinking Sidney Sheldon, Jackie Collins.
Loved.
Wicked Loving Ways, all that kind of stuff. Haven't left. Okay, this was fun today.
We've given people some ideas.
And this next week, we'll try to do one other thing than Pilates, pickleball, watching TV, and watching movies and reading books. Oh, Lori, forget it. You got to always add it. Maybe we'll add in a Botox appointment. All right. Have a great week. We hope you like us. Give us a review. For new people who have never heard of us, you're welcome. We're excited. Tell others. We can't wait. And shout out to Judy in White Bear Lake. I recruited her. Okay. Sometimes it's one person at a time.
It is. It's a slow slog.
All right. We'll be back.